First Down Friday Night Tailgate Corner is sponsored by Publix.
And what's up, sports fans? Are you ready for some playoff football? Well, you got to wait just a few more minutes for our high school highlights on First Down Friday Night because we kick things off with tonight's Tailgate Corner. Tonight, we've got a charcuterie board as the feature main dish this evening. We've got your meats, we've got your cheeses, we've got your lovely fruits like some strawberries, you got your red grapes and your white grapes, and of course, you've got the wonderful cheeses and the crackers. And don't forget your sugar cookies over there as a wonderful side item. And then as I walk over here, got some wonderful deviled eggs, and I mean, I tell you this, they look delicious. Can't wait to actually get my hands on some after we finish this recording. We've got some great chocolate cake, and of course, you can wash it down either with a soft drink, whether it's Coca-Cola or it is Dr. Pepper. And also, don't forget, the holidays are coming up, so that means that you can order any one of these items one of three ways: by either going to Publix.com, downloading the Publix app, or going to your local Publix store. And that's not just for all of this. Don't forget you also have Thanksgiving coming up, and you can also order your Thanksgiving meal in one of three ways. That'll do it for the Publix Tailgate Corner right here on First Down Friday Night. Get ready. Week 1 of high school football playoffs are coming up on FDFN right now.
Fridays are for football. This is First Down Friday Night, sponsored by Regenesis, Bank Independent, and Publix. Now your hosts, Mo Carter and Nick Kuzma.
All right, everyone, we got all that food out the way, and now it's time to talk about the road to winning a blue map in Birmingham. And officially beginning this week across the state, we got you covered right here on your favorite channel. I'm Mo Carter, that's Nick Kuzma, and this is First Down Friday Night, the Week 1 playoff edition.
This week, 32 teams in every class from 1A to 7A began their postseason run. Some continued this evening, while others have come to a close.
But before we kick off our high school football coverage, let's kick things off with our college football preview.
Yeah, and it's a new era at Auburn football, at least in the interim, as DJ Durkin has taken over the recently fired Hugh Freeze's position. Now, many Auburn fans thought Freeze was the perfect fit, the one that was destined to take them to the college football playoff for the first time, but instead, 3 under 500 seasons and no bowl victories was the result. Now, for the time being, the program is in the hands of DJ Durkin, the leader for the team's bright spot this year, the defense. Under him, the Tigers were top 4 in the SEC in points allowed and yards allowed.
I do want to take a minute and thank Coach Freeze. Myself, my family, we would not be here without him. Coach Freeze is truly a special, special man. It's been a kind of whirlwind 24 hours, you can imagine, with a lot going on. But I will say this and make sure this is first and foremost. We are going to play a game on the road in this conference versus a team that is very, very good. They're well coached, they're talented, they play with an edge, they compete. A great test for us and something that we embrace and look forward to, but that is completely what our focus has to be, obviously, as a coaching staff and as a team, and that was obviously the message to the players here earlier this morning.
Durkin and the Auburn Tigers traveled to Nashville to take on number 15 Vanderbilt tomorrow. Kickoff from the Music City set for 3 p.m. on the SEC Network.
Down on the capstone, Alabama and LSU will meet for the 90th time this Saturday evening. Unlike in seasons past, where the winner of the game has an inside track to the SEC Championship and the CFP, only Alabama is in contention this year. The Bayou Bengals are about a week removed from firing Brian Kelly. Still, Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer says the Tigers team is physical and talented.
I think they got elite skill, both offensively and defensively, whether it's coverage or being able to win on the perimeter and the running backs as well. So, this rivalry goes way back. You do the introduction with our team and talk about I think it was 1895 if I remember right, doing the research, and that's a lot of games that have happened between these two schools, and so we're looking at this as one of those rivalry games that I was told much about when I first got here.
Alabama and LSU will square off Saturday night in T-Town. Kickoff for Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's scheduled for 6:30 p.m.
Well, Alabama A&M football, 1-4 in SWAC play, losers of 4 of their last 5. It's been a real struggle and a season-ending injury to the starting quarterback, certainly. has not helped. Sam Shade has experienced this kind of losing stretch before, though. In his first season as the head coach at Miles College, Shade won just one game, and 2 years later, his team won a conference championship. The head Bulldog says his team still has a lot to play for, including a winning season and an undefeated home record.
I've told the team, hey, I've been here before. Myself and members of this coaching staff, we've been a part of a tough, first year. But for our players, the message is we might not have the opportunity to become champions on the field this season, but, we still can be champions off the field and just champions because of the way that we attack each and every day, our approach every day.
Alabama A&M tries to collect its second SWAC win of the season. Saturday afternoon at Lewis Crew Stadium, kickoff on SWAC TV, set for 2 p.m.
You might hear a familiar voice for that SWAC TV game. Following an overtime loss on the road, Brent Dearman and the UNA Lions will try to piece things together this weekend when they return to Brawley Stadium to take on West Georgia. The Wolves are still making their Division I transition, and during that stretch, they found a lot of success, and that's a concern to Coach Dearman.
They had some good wins early against some out of conference games, and this conference is so tough. This conference can beat you up week in and week out. They start conference play. I think they went on a 3-game skid, 3-game losing streak, then got back on the right path with a win this past game. But solid football team. I mean, they're right outside of Atlanta, Georgia. So the recruiting base, the millions of people that live in that area, they have so many different people to draw from in their recruiting base. So probably going to be one of the fastest teams that we play this year with the speed of the receivers and the DBs they have.
Saturday's game against West Georgia kicks off at 3 p.m. You can stream it live on ESPN+.
First Down Friday night, UNA Play of the Game is sponsored by Bank Independent.
And this week's UNA Play of the Game sees the Lions go into the bag of trips. On a double reverse, Destin Wade throws it deep, and it's caught by Tanaka Scott. The play will result in a 91-yard touchdown for the Lions. That tied the ball game up at 20. So that's your UNA Play of the Game, which is brought to you by Bank Independent.
We're talking about another weekend of college football here as we head into the heart of November, and for the most part, the weather looks fantastic. We'll talk about it after the break.
When foot pain is breaking your heart, a mother's story.
My foot pain got really bad after I had my son. I didn't have any energy left to play with him.
She tried various tricks and treatments.
A lot of those disposable throwaway inserts.
Nothing worked, till she got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
I could feel that something was happening.
Something good.
It's been a life changer.
For Elisa and her now not-so-baby boy.
See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
When it's time to service your Ford vehicle, bring it to the folks who know your car, your local Ford dealer. Our master certified technicians will give your vehicle the attention it deserves using state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment and Ford authorized parts. Choose the Works Package. That's a synthetic blend oil change, tire rotation, vehicle inspection, and more. Right now, get $20 off the Works Package. Call now to schedule an appointment or use the Ford Pass app.
All right, welcome back to First Down Friday night. We're almost ready to get into those first-round playoff highlights, but first, Mo, a few things for the people.
Indeed, we've got to get your news updates and your kickoff forecast for the weekend. So let's check in with Kanisha Dees and Jordan Dressman. They will hook you up with all of that.
Thanks, Mo. We hope you're enjoying the show. I'm here with your top headlines of today. First up, the 8-day trial of a former Lauderdale County judge has ended with a guilty verdict. According to Shoals Insider, Gil Self was found guilty on 17 of the 18 charges, including using his office for personal gain, making false statements, and perjury. Self now awaits sentencing, which is scheduled for next month. Here in Huntsville, the City Council approved a $240 million retail development project for North Huntsville. The North Village Town Center is planned to encompass more than 500,000 feet. According to the city, it'll have about as much space as the Jones Valley Target Shopping Center. The first phase of construction is set to begin in the spring, with stores eventually opening in 2027. And flight reductions went into effect across the country today as a result of the ongoing government shutdown. Flights are reduced by 4% at 40 major airports in the U.S. Federal officials say reducing the number of flights will make flying safer. That's it for your news update tonight. Now let's get a weather update from Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
Now, for the most part, we're talking about a fantastic weekend for college football. If you're going to be supporting Auburn this weekend, they're going to start the day with a little bit of fog up in Nashville. Otherwise, plenty of sunshine. Temperatures climbing into the low and mid 70s. Got a high temperature right around 73 degrees. But what about Alabama? A little more cloud cover for Alabama, but they are going to be nice and warm. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 70s. Look at that, close to 80 degrees. In November. Got a high temperature right around 78 degrees. The University of North Alabama, much the same. They're going to start the day with a little bit of fog, but that fog should transition to a little bit of sunshine, and temperature is going to be on the warmer end of the spectrum. Got a high right around 75. Alabama A&M, maybe a small opportunity for some rain as we head into the afternoon. Odds are better than not. We're probably going to be dry. Temperatures climbing into the mid 70s, right around 74. Your Fox Big Noon Kickoff, which you'll be able to watch right here at 11 a.m. Central Time on Fox 54. It's in Iowa. It's going to be cold and it's going to be wet. Good chance of rain. Temperatures hanging out in the mid 40s, right around 43 degrees. Honestly, Saturday doesn't look that bad across the Tennessee Valley. I've got 74. Again, holding on to the small opportunity for rain. Significant periods of dry time, though. Sunday, however, is going to be much cooler. A mostly cloudy sky. I've got a high temperature right around 57.
All right, we're hoping you're enjoying the show. And guess what? We got your high school football playoff action coming up next. Week 1 edition. Stay tuned.
Trucking accidents can change lives in an instant. They're far worse than most wrecks. At Wedemark Keith, we understand what you're going through. If you've been injured in a truck accident, we are here to help you through it. It's more to us. It's personal.
Kevin has midterms, Dan's trying to watch the game, and I'm just trying to make dinner.
Kevin! We should take a look at that breaker.
Relieved of duty.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
I lost 110 pounds. You couldn't tell at all because of my excess skin. Sono Bello changed that in one visit.
Introducing the new Lift EX, the just one visit total body transformation everyone is talking about.
I am super happy with my results.
I decided to give Sono Bello a try. Look at me, I have a silhouette. You can see my waist.
Lift EX is Sono Bello's breakthrough 360-degree body lift alternative. Our body contouring experts sculpt, tighten, and lift your stomach, waist, thighs, and backside, all in just one visit with less downtime.
Sono Bello targeted the areas diet exercise could not do. I found me again.
Sono Bello has over 50,000 5-star reviews, and Lift EX is exclusively available at Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist. Book your free, personalized consultation today. Easy monthly plans make your best body more affordable than ever.
This year is my year thanks to Sono Bello.
Call Sono Bello for your free consultation today.
Every great performance starts with a great night's sleep. Thanks to new Natrol Sleep and Restore, which helps me be this me. Every great night's sleep starts with Natrol.
New Natrol Sleep and Restore for your ultimate restorative sleep.
Every day you wake up and drive to the factory, construction site, or that office that you call your job, and then unexpectedly you are injured on the job. If you are suffering from any type of on-the-job injury, give us a call. It's more to us. It's personal.
Workplace injuries can happen at any time. Regenesis can help you get back on your feet quickly.
Recovery time is very expensive for businesses and individuals that are self-employed. And so businesses, we can get your employee back on the job very quickly without 6 months off the job and enormous medical costs. These procedures are very, very cost effective.
Free yourself of joint pain with Regenesis Gold Standard Stem Cell Therapy. Call or click today to make your appointment with Dr. Charles Lee.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Regenesis.
And welcome back to First Down Friday Night. It's time for your playoff highlights. Nick, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Indeed. This is the official beginning on the trek to seeing teams possibly play for a blue or red map in Birmingham in a couple of weeks. Let's head out to the shows for our first game.
Yeah, red's nice, but blue would be even better. As the Whitesburg Christian Warriors making their playoff debut, first time ever making it in program history. And who do they get? Well, the defending state champs Mars Hill, and the Panthers were quick to make a statement. On the opening kickoff, it's Isaiah Owens. He'd catch the ball, and he would make a house call to lead the Panthers to a 7-0 lead after the extra point with just seconds taken off the clock. Later in the first quarter, it's going to be Jesse Parker this time, and he would have his number called near the end zone as the Panthers continuing to pour it on. They're going to double their lead to 14-0 after the successful extra point. And then the Panthers were not thinking of stopping anytime soon. It's just minutes later. This time Hudson Higgins with the ball, and he will easily walk in past the Whitesburg Warriors defense to make this a 21-0 game for Mars Hill. The Panthers go on to win 70-14. And next week, they're going to play Glencoe, who blanked Winfield 39-0. Lauderdale County Tigers squaring up with the Fife Red Devils. We're going all the way across the Tennessee Valley from northwest to northeast. We jump into the game with Fife leading 7-0, nearing halftime. Ryder Gibson, the stud running back, runs left, makes a Tiger defender miss, moves the chains to continue the drive. A little bit later, it's going to be quarterback Max Doss. His pass to Ryder Gibson will be short, sweet, and to the point. He takes a hit but pushes his way down the field. Another first down for the Red Devils. Later in the drive, as Paul Benefield's squad just methodically working down the field. Third down, snap to Doss, gets bobbled, picks it up, finds Hayden Parker for the catch, and that keeps the Red Devils' drive alive. And less than 30 seconds to go in the half. It's fourth down at this point. Doss finding Ryder Smith back of the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils is how the drive ends as Fife leads 14-0. And the Red Devils, no surprise here, they go on to win 34-7. Gonna have to go back in the archive to see the last time they didn't win a first round playoff game. Next week, the Red Devils gonna face Piedmont. That's a really good program usually, Bob.
Indeed, that's going to be a great second-round battle between Piedmont and Fife. The Collinsville Panthers meeting up with Colbert County's Indians during the first week of the playoff. Let's go back across the Tennessee Valley for this one. Collinsville wins the toss, elected to receive the ball and start the game. Very first play, quarterback Mason McKittier makes a huge pass to Silas Adams to get the ball all the way down the field. Makes a little stutter step, a little juke back, and out of bounds right there. But they are stopped quickly by Colbert County, getting the fourth down in seconds, and then the first down run right here by the Colbert County running back gets the Indians in for a touchdown. So what a swing of momentum. Massive celebrations on the field after that one. Now Collinsville, they've got the ball once again, another long pass to Silas Adams. He gets the ball downfield quickly, but they can't hold on to it and will eventually turn the ball over. So here come the Indians once again. Colbert County with the ball, and Frank Hayes will fumble it, gives it back to Collinsville. The ball is in their possession. The Panthers are finally able to make use of a long pass quickly.
Look what I found.
Exactly. Noah Johnson with the touchdown into your living room, everyone. Into the first quarter, it was 8-6 in favor of Colbert County. Let's check out your final score from out there in the shows last night. Colbert County goes on to win by a final of 64-19 over Collinsville. Next week, they will take on Gordo, who beat Walter Wellborn 49-0. All right, how about the Rogers Pirates sailing into Geraldine to take on the Bulldogs? Man, we just keep going back from the shows to the Sand Mountain.
We're going back and forth.
Exactly. We hope you're enjoying it. Pirates have to punt, and it's blocked by Geraldine, and then it is scooped up by Gustavo Ruiz. And the Bulldogs will take the ball in great field position. On the following drive, here comes their quarterback, John Beck Wade. I've always been told young guys who go by 3 names, they are quite dangerous on the football field.
I haven't heard that one.
Yes.
Okay.
He keeps the ball himself and scrambles left and gets in the end zone for a touchdown. John Beck Wade, 7-0, Geraldine on top. Rodgers with the ball, though. The handoff goes to Nick Grigsby. Watch as he cuts inside, shares the tackle, and then races down the sideline. He'll pick up huge yardage into your living room right there. Cameraman got out of the way in just enough time to not get ran over either by the running back or by the official. This is how the drive ends. The kick is up, and it is good from Matthew Williams. Rodgers will trail 7-3 at that point as we check out your final score from out there in Sand Mountain. Geraldine goes on to win and scores a lot more points. Final score, 59-27 in favor of Geraldine. Next week, they will take on Westbrook Christian. They beat Beaumont tonight by a final of 49-0.
Just to put a bow on 3A, the last time Paul Benefield and Fife didn't at least get through the first round of the playoffs, 2010. Coming up next on First Down Friday night, we drop down to the smallest classifications. We see how the 1A and 2A teams fared in the first round. Next.
Why don't seagulls fly over to the day?
3D.
You've got that dream. The one that'll change everything.
Yeah, that looks great.
Come on, Dad, hurry up, chop chop.
Seeing it become a reality sounds like success to us. And Avadian is here to help make it happen.
Oh yeah, you're looking at one of the newest reasons to love Red Lobster. New seafood boils, turning Crab Fest into a crab feast. That's the look of real happiness. Served daily only at Red Lobster.
Looking to get stronger? This is your year. Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
We're gonna feel this tomorrow.
We're just gonna keep showing up. Showing up.
Showing up.
You coming?
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends September 12th.
Car wreck? Call Tyler Man Injury Law. Insurance companies are making it tougher than ever for car accident victims, charging higher premiums and then trying to shortchange you on your injury claim. But no matter what they do, one fact remains. On average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one. Now that you know the facts, don't settle for less. Car wreck? Call Tyler Man Injury Law. 256-400-4000.
Kevin has midterms, Dan's trying to watch the game, and I'm just trying to make dinner.
Kevin!
We should take a look at that breaker.
Relieved of duty.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Publix.
Welcome back. Let's drop down to 1A. The Woodville Panthers back in the playoffs for the first time since 2020, hoping to win their first ever playoff game. Panthers starting out with the ball, and they draw first blood as Tanja Sparks goes in for the 6 extra point good. Woodville on top 7-0. On the next drive, Jonas Sparks throws a dime to Elijah Sparks for a beautiful catch, putting the Panthers into Tiger territory. On the next play, Jonas Sparks runs the ball, but it would be a fumble, this time recovered by Meek, and they will take over. A few plays later, Meek will hand the ball off to Aiden Benson, who pushes a couple men out of the way. Oh man, he's not going to be stopped. That is a touchdown. 2-point conversion would be no good. Woodville leads still 7-6, making the away fans happy. In the second quarter, Meek hands it off to the running back, who gets caught in a pile but makes his way right in for the touchdown. 2-point conversion, once again, no good. But the bottom line is Meek would take the lead 12-7. As we take a look at your final score, it is Meek that goes on to take down Woodville. So the Panthers still have never won a state playoff game, and the Tigers next week will take on Wadley, who smoked South Lamar.
All right, Appalachian, they eliminate Shoals Christian tonight by a large margin. They will take on Marion County, who went to Winterboro this evening and scored a 14-point victory. How about Lexington? They scored 52 on North Sand Mountain last night, and they go on to win by 29 points. Next week, they will take on Coosa Christian in what could be a high-scoring affair.
Coosa Christian's a wagon, though, man.
Indeed. Other scores from Class 2A, more viewing area versus viewing area games, and Tanner, they headed out way past the Sand Mountain area, and they fell to Pisgah tonight by a final of 42-14. They'll take on Vincent, who beat Faulkville last night 34-6. And speaking across the viewing area, let's go all the way back across.
That is like extremes, yeah, from Pisgah to Red Bay.
Red Bay was a victor over Sandrock, 53-14. Next week, Red Bay will take on Southeastern, who beat Sulligent 26-8.
All right, we had 4 4A home playoff games here in the Tennessee Valley. We keep the fun going with the mid-sized schools next on First Down Friday night.
After a night of scattered showers and thunderstorms across the Tennessee Valley, the weekend really doesn't look that bad. Saturday going to be better than Sunday. We'll talk about it in just a bit.
First Down Friday night is sponsored by Bank Independent. First Down Friday night is back and better than ever. Every Friday night, the FOX54 sports team will preview the week's biggest college football games and provide highlights for high school football from around the valley. Catch First Down Friday night at 10 p.m. Fridays on Fox 54 and streaming on Fox 54 Plus. First Down Friday night is sponsored by Regenesis, Bank Independent, and Publix.
Trucking accidents can change lives in an instant. They're far worse than most wrecks. At Wedemark Keith, we understand what you're going through. If you've been injured in a truck accident, we are here to help you through it. It's more to us. It's personal.
Tune in to On the Hill Live with Dr. Paul A. Bryant for the Alabama A&M home game pregame show. College football season is shifting into high gear this fall with all new matchups between Alabama A&M and your favorite rivals. Celebrate Bulldog Game Day with a live broadcast from Lewis Cruz Stadium on the campus of Alabama A&M University. Catch all the A&M updates, behind-the-scenes interviews, and so much more starting Saturday, September 6th at 8:30 a.m. live and only on Fox 54.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night, tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
You were injured on someone else's property. A fall, broken stairs, poor lighting, no warning signs. They didn't protect you. Now you have to deal with the consequences. We are here so you don't face them alone.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
After a night of scattered showers and thunderstorms, we're talking about a reasonably nice weekend across the Tennessee Valley. Saturday definitely going to be better than Sunday. Now, Saturday does come with the opportunity for a little bit of rain, but I still think Saturday is going to be significantly better. We are going to get to enjoy a fair amount of sunshine. There are going to be significant periods of dry time. I've got a high temperature right around 74 degrees on Saturday. Now, we are going to be much cooler on Sunday, a mostly cloudy sky, a temperature sitting in the mid-50s. Now, once we get beyond the lunch hour on Sunday, you're really going to begin to notice the temperatures dropping off somewhat quickly through the heart of the afternoon, early into the evening. For example, if you're going to be going to the Havoc game Sunday evening, it is going to be a completely different feeling from when you go into when you leave the game. So maybe you should be planning for when you leave the game. Monday is going to be a FOX54 weather impact alert day, simply because it is going to start off so incredibly cold across the Tennessee Valley. We're going to start the day off in the mid and upper 20s. Wind chills Monday morning could be in the upper teens and lower 20s. And I want you to prepare for that now as you get the kids on the school bus Monday morning and you head out the door for work. Veterans Day, once again, going to start off in the mid and upper 20s. We are going to climb into the lower 50s. Plenty of sunshine Monday, Tuesday. We hold on to the sunshine next week and gradually see temperatures move back into the 60s.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah, you know what I call that weather on Monday? That's snuggly weather. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's, you got a boo or somebody. That's cuddling weather. Let's get a blanket, and that just be comfy. All right, anyway, speaking of weather, a number of teams began their playoff runs last night, and that was because of the scary, scary rain.
Indeed. Two of those teams meeting in Trinity all last night as West Morgan played host to Randolph. Of course, West Morgan already up big as we got there. And here comes Randolph attempting a 37-yard field goal, but Tanner Durbin's kick way off the mark. It's no good. West Morgan, they will take over. Later on, Randolph with the ball again, but not for long. Jonathan Billions takes the handoff. He's stripped, and the Rebels know what to do with it. Keithan Deloney with the scoop in the score, 36 yards for a touchdown to the house, 27-0. West Morgan out in front. A few minutes later, though, Randolph finally gets on the board. Walker Mitchell running the fake on the end-around reverse, throws it down the field, and he's got a wide open Will Perkins. He's got nothing but space, green grass, and opportunity in front of him. 82 yards on a scoring play. Raiders trail 27-7 at that point, but then after that, that's West Morgan, man. They just piled it on. Let's check out your final from Trinity last night. West Morgan goes on to win by a final of 55-21. Next week, Coach Phillips and company, they will take on Good Hope, who squeaked out a victory over Cherokee County.
All right, a number of Brooks fans made the trip to Rainsville to support their team at Plainview. The Bears are region champs the first time since 2017, 20-6 as we enter the second half. It's the first play of the third quarter. Kick hooked up by Jansen Curie, and he gets a block and finds some green grass for a nice return on the kickoff. On the following drive, it'll be Owen Hope who runs it in for the touchdown. Bears extend their lead to 28-6.
I hope he liked that touchdown run on our TV screen.
I hope he did too. All right, Bears with the ball again, and Hope stays with it. He'll make a few Brooks defenders miss on this run, move those chains, first down Plainview. Let's go to the fourth quarter now. Hand off to Brody Hodges, who dives over the goal line for a score. That's another Bears touchdown. They led 35-6 at this point, and Plainview goes on to win 35-12. They are having one heck of a year. Next week, the Bears will face Alexandria. So it will be the Bears versus the Valley Cubs. That's what Mo just told me the mascot is for Alexandria. Dale Pruitt and the Plainview Bears hoping to advance to the quarterfinal round for the first time since 2010. Now, today's 4A action, Madison Academy hosting Hatton at Bill Washington Stadium. Opening drive, Charleston Owens. He is going to air it out. Senior wideout Pearson Bloom makes the catch in traffic, and that will move the sticks. First down, Matacad. 3 plays later, the handoff goes to Dalen Scott, and he will break the play, never actually being tackled. Touchdown, Madison Academy. The Mustangs take a 7-0 lead after the PAT. But the guys from Town Creek will rip off a very impressive drive of their own. Hatton's first time with it. Just give the ball to this guy. Severius Evans juking dudes out, breaking tackles. He finally goes out of bounds inside Matacad territory. The Hornets get all the way to the goal line, and I think you just got to finish off the drive. Severius Evans is in for the touchdown. Madison Academy led 13-7 at the end of the first quarter, 20-13 at halftime. This was a good one. Let's take a look at that final score as Madison Academy wins it by just 1 point, 20-19 is the final score, and next week the Mustangs will take on Anniston.
All right, here we go. One side of the viewing area to the other. North Jackson all the way out in Deschler tonight. Deschler starting the second half with a 21-7 lead. That first drive, very, very hard fought for the Tigers as their quarterback Bryce Thornton making some nice gains here. And then Thornton, he's going to call his own number, follows his blocks, and he's going to come into your living room right there with the touchdown for the Deschler Tigers. They extend their lead, and the extra point was good. Lots of celebrations in the stands. Now, North Jackson, they've got the ball, and they make some solid gains with their quarterback Keaton Long throws the ball to Haven Massengill, and that's going to be a North Jackson touchdown. The kick is good. North Jackson cutting into that lead, making it 28-14. Tigers get the ball back in the store and making another long pass to Garrett Reed. Reed with the catch and then trying to juke a few players, breaks 2 tackles before he's being knocked out of bounds. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Another long pass from Garrett Reed, and he gets Deschler into the end zone for another score, 35-14. Tigers on top. At that point, let's check out your final from out there in the shows. Excuse me. Deschler goes on to win by a final 42-14. Next week, they will take on Hamilton, who beat Asheville.
Tonight, our First Down Friday Night Spirit Spotlight shines on the Shoals. We give you the sights and sounds of the Muscle Shoals High School Trojan Marching Band. Fox 54's Kanisha Dees introduces us to them. Next.
Aqua Living now has 17 hot tubs under $49.99. Patented and powerful 110-volt technology with no expensive wiring needed. Just plug our hot tubs in and start relaxing today. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
From the first crank to the last scoop and all the parts in between, there's 2 names Bill and Brenda Rourke trust: Kubota and Huntsville Tractor and Equipment. Compact and utility tractors, zero-turn mowers, and so much more. And did you say parts? All the bits and pieces to keep them running. Plus the cranes to back them up. Kubota and Huntsville Tractor and Equipment.
Come on, let's go to work.
Your local Ford dealer presents America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. The rugged, capable, built wild Bronco family. And the all-new Ford Expedition, redesigned to deliver more. Want more? See your local Ford dealer. For the latest offers on new Ford SUVs, see your local Ford dealer or visit buyfordnow.com today.
Every great performance starts with a great night's sleep. Thanks to new Natrol Sleep and Restore, which helps me be this me. Every great night's sleep starts with Natrol.
New Natrol Sleep and Restore for your ultimate restorative sleep.
Oh yeah, you're looking at one of the newest reasons to love Red Lobster. New seafood boils, turning Crab Fest into a crab feast. That's the look of real happiness. Served daily only at Red Lobster.
America's #1 hot tub manufacturer states this fact: made in the USA. All our hot tubs are built right here. Selling hot tubs directly to you saves you thousands while keeping jobs here in the USA. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
PTSD, chronic pain, soft tissue injuries. These are just a few of the conditions treatable with hyperbaric oxygen therapy from Regenesis.
These treatments have proven so effective that we've added a new facility to support hyperbaric therapy at Regenesis.
Our treatment protocol uses concentrated pressurized oxygen to promote healing and fight infection.
Explore the benefits of hyperbaric oxygen therapy at Regenesis. Call or click to make your appointment with Dr. Charles Lee today.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Regenesis.
To celebrate 10 years of First Down Friday Night, we're showing some love to the bands, cheerleaders, color guards, and different spirit groups with our Spirit Spotlight. And tonight, we make our way to the Shoals, Muscle Shoals, the city known for its legendary sound. So it's only right that this week we shine our Spirit Spotlight on the Muscle Shoals High School Trojan Marching Band. It says the band celebrates 60 years of musical excellence. Minutes away.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
From the iconic Fame Studios, the Muscle Shoals Trojan Band welcomes you.
I think I was always meant for music.
To the sights and sounds of a city.
We can continue to bring the name of Muscle Shoals back into people's minds.
Steeped in music. You see history as you walk the school's halls.
I'm very connected to the community.
And on the walls.
On the left here is Charles R. Stratford. He started the program here 60 years ago.
It's a program now carried on by Muscle Shoals alumna and director of bands, Jessica Hood. She's been here for 9 years.
So I even wrote a letter to myself as a 6th grader that said I was going to be a band director at Muscle Shoals when I grew up. So it's kind of been my ultimate goal.
Her life came full circle, so she is now inspiring young talent. Like senior trombone player Caden Corbel.
I love my band directors. They're so fun to talk to. Honestly, it's just like no other family. Like you have your own family, but this is just like a different kind of family here at the Muscle Shoals Band.
Assistant Director of Bands John Frederick says it's really special the impact this program has on future musicians.
I get to see the kids when they come in with 6th grade, and I get to be their director. We both get to be their director from 6th grade all the way up to 12th grade.
Senior French horn player Carly Geyer is one of those students who's been in the program from 6th to 12th grade, a tradition of excellence she wants to uphold.
It's been passed on from generation to generation, and they've all left like this great legacy for this band.
Congratulations on 60 years. The band is planning a 60th anniversary alumni event in April at the Florence Coliseum. And if you like what you see, feel free to share with us a spirit group we could profile next week. We'd love to showcase your favorite band, cheer squad, or color guard. Text us at 256-382-2692.
Thanks, Kanisha. Let's head back out to Scottsboro as they played host to West Point. West Point would actually begin the game with the ball on 3rd down. They've got a pass complete to Cooper Howard. He's tackled immediately by Cade Matayo, and that gives Scottsboro the ball. Now the Wildcats looking for a pass. Colton Hardy throws it downfield, and he's got Cohen Thompson for a big gain. Eventually, that would lead to this. The handoff going to Brandon Edmondson Jr. He's into the end zone for the first points of the game. Extra point was good. 7-0 Scottsboro. West Point looking for a response on 3rd down. The quarterback runs to the right, and he is met by Tajan Harris, who sacks him in the backfield. Scottsboro will get the ball back. First play of the 2nd quarter. Scottsboro running back Jaden Gilbert punches it in for another Wildcats touchdown. 14-0 at that point. Let's check out your final. Scottsboro goes on to win by 45-14. Next week, they will take on the Saints of St. Clair County.
All right, let's take a picture at the rest of the 5A class. Priceville, in what was the upset maybe in the entire state this week, they take down Guntersville 24-21 in overtime with just a crazy comeback. Next week, the Bulldogs will host Moody. Meanwhile, Russellville goes on to win 29-28, a real squeaker of a game, a real tight game out there in Franklin County, taking down Boaz, and they will take on Briarwood Christian next week. Meanwhile, Arab, they fall to Fairview 14-7 down in the Coleman area. So it will be Fairview, the Aggies, taking on Jacksonville, who took down the Ramsey Rams.
Moving up to Class 6A, Hartselle and Buckhorn going head-to-head tonight in Morgan County. We've got that matchup next.
Our wrecks shatter more than just metal. They shatter lives. Your health, your routine, your peace of mind, gone in an instant. But you don't have to put the pieces back together alone. We're here to help you rebuild.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
My name is Andy Titleman. There was a forklift accident. It broke my foot
as well as about 3 toes. I was in terrible pain. I didn't know quite what to do. Before I hired Morgan & Morgan, I did call a few other places. The other places denied helping me. I called Morgan & Morgan, and they accepted me kind of like with open arms. I don't believe I could have done it without Morgan & Morgan. There is a reason I called Morgan & Morgan. They are for the people. They showed me that they were for me.
Get ready. Academy is your new store for sports and outdoors.
Make your next tailgate the best it can be. Tune in to the Publix Tailgate Corner on First Down Friday night. Fridays only on Fox 54.
When you're hurt on the job, the process of workers' compensation can feel overwhelming. You're dealing with pain, medical bills, and your injuries are being downplayed. We take care of the hard part so you can focus on getting better.
First Down Friday night is back and better than ever. Every Friday night, the Fox 54 sports team will preview the week's biggest college football games and provide highlights for high school football from around the valley. First Down Friday night is sponsored by Regenesis, Bank Independent, and Publix.
For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you.
First Down Friday night is sponsored by Bank Independent.
We can check 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and 5A off the list. That means it's time for 6A. Muscle Shoals hosting May Jemison, already up 24-0. The Jaguars knocking at the goal line. Jaden Burrows throwing a fade to Hezekiah Harris, and the Tennessee signee comes down with the catch. Touchdown May Jemison. It's 24-6 after a missed extra point. The Trojans not happy with that, and with a quick drive in the final moments of the first half, Cade Clemens calling his own number, and he will get into the end zone. With the extra point after that, it was a 31-6 game. Let's go to the third quarter now. Trojans were looking to quickly increase their lead, but in the red zone, Cade Clemens is going to eventually throw a bad pass as May Jemison's Demario Nobles is going to get the ball out of the Trojans' hands for an interception. Really nice play by the Jaguars. They were clearly fighting towards the end. However, Muscle Shoals, like expected, wins big, 38-12. Next week, they will host A.H. Parker in the second round.
Should be a very great battle between those two. Let's keep the party going, everyone. Let's check out Hartselle and Buckhorn. The Buckhorn Bucks marching on the field to take on Hartselle. Tigers took over the possession quickly, and it would be Jaden Morris who takes the ball into the end zone for a Tigers touchdown. Extra point, no good. They lead 6-0. Tigers now with the ball. Here comes quarterback Carter Lee, fakes the handoff and then launches it downfield, and Christopher Miles comes down with the great grab right there. Nice camera work by Gabe Glassman. Tigers get themselves in the red zone. Then it'll be Carter Lee, fakes the handoff again, throws it across the field to Jaheim Pruitt, and this time he hauls in a touchdown for Hartselle. And they grab they extend their lead now on top, 13-0. Can Buckhorn respond? Well, their pass goes through the hands of the receiver and into the hands of Christopher Hudson. He plays for Hartselle. That's an interception as the Tigers take the ball back. Let's go to the second quarter. Michael Sumner's the field goal, and it is good. Tigers make it a full two-possession game, making it 16-0. Let's check out your final score from Morgan County. Hartselle goes on to win by a final of 33-7. Next week, Hartselle will take on Homewood, who beat Pell City 28-14.
A battle of the black and gold as Fort Payne hosting Athens. We can see this game courtesy of our dear friends at Fort Payne FPTV. First quarter, Fort Payne in the red zone. Blake Griggs calling his own number, following his blocks, breaks a tackle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown Wildcat, 7-0. They are on top. Later, it's 10-0 at this point, and here comes Athens. It's Xavier Edwards taking the handoff, finding a lane, shows off that speed, 64 yards to the crib. Touchdown Athens. Golden Eagles trailing 10-7 after they dot their I's and cross their T's with a PAT. Late in the second quarter, Blake Griggs throws the wheel route to Jaden Jackson, another Fort Payne touchdown, 15-yard scoring play. 17-7, Fort Payne is on top as the Wildcats eventually lead 24-7 at the break. And yep, it's the Wildcats that are going to be the winners in this one. Final is 38-23, and next week they will host Mountain Brook. Well, North Alabama as a whole hasn't won a 7A football state playoff game since 2019. We'll see if that could be changed next.
Aqua Living now has 17 hot tubs under $49.99. Patented and powerful 110-volt technology with no expensive wiring needed. Just plug our hot tubs in and start relaxing today. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
This is Jack's Country, where on game day, no one shows up empty-handed. And if you want to make a real entrance, you bring the classics. Introducing Jack's 8-piece classic wings. Hand-breaded, golden fried, and served 3 crowd-pleasing ways. Honey barbecue, like it just came off the pit. Bold buffalo with a tangy punch. And sweet and spicy, like Southern charm with a kick. All served with our homemade ranch. 8 wings, fries, and ranch for just $8.99. You might want to bring backup. We're Jack's, and we're all about the South.
It's perfect.
It's yours.
Maybe success looks a lot like saying thank you.
Me?
And thank you could never be enough.
Oh, really? Let's go for a ride.
Avadian is here to help make it happen.
This is perfect.
At Sono Bello, just one visit, one day. One decision changes everything.
It was instant. I got an amazing flat stomach.
Physically, you can see it. That belly is gone. I feel great. Sono Bello did that for me.
With Sono Bello's advanced micro laser technology, you can permanently remove stubborn fat and sculpt the body you've always wanted, all in just one visit. That's why Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist.
It's like literally hitting an easy button.
I see a snatched waist and some curves that look really good.
I went from a 14 to a 4. It was a one-day solution for me.
There's no more frustration, just permanent results.
They gave me a whole new body, and I am loving it.
Sono Bello has over 50,000 5-star reviews and board-certified surgeons. Call now for your personalized consultation. That's over a $250 value. Free. Easy monthly payment options make your best body more affordable than ever. Call Sono Bello today.
America's #1 hot tub manufacturer states this fact: made in the USA. All our hot tubs are built right here. Selling hot tubs directly to you saves you thousands while keeping jobs here in the USA. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
Final block of highlights tonight. We're going to wrap things up with 7A, starting with the region champions from Sparkman High School. They took on Daphne. The Senators trying to get on the board quick tonight as Braylon Lawson would have his number called and make his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, it is a 7-0 game. But the Trojans were looking to join the Senators on the board, and they do so rather quickly. It's going to be LeBraylon Coleman Williams. That's another 3-name guy, Mo, running the Wildcat, and the Trojans score. They would go for 2, and the Senators are able to eventually stop it as we see that play snuffed out. Really a nice job by the Senators to cover there and just stay home. So it is 7-6 Sparkman. Later, the Trojans would take the lead with a field goal to make it a 9-7 game. In the second, Trojans looking to add on as Christian Seeger would sling it to Jacqueline Miles, who would make a house call for Daphne. And after the extra point, it was 16-7 Trojans. Yeah, there's just a lot of speed there, a lot of athletes out there in Harvest as Daphne. It might have been close early on for the Senators. 43-14 is the final score, as next week Daphne will take on Auburn. That was a barn burner down there in Lee County. How about the 2 seed out of 7A Region 4? James Clemens with a home game versus Fairhope. Jets down a score in the second quarter, but they're driving and things looking pretty promising. But the ball, Mo, Yeah, it's going to pop loose.
Oh,
and the
man.
Pirates will recover the fumble. The run back ends up being negligible, but it's a huge momentum killer for JCHS as they will continue to look at a goose egg on the scoreboard. Fairhope, the alma mater of former Notre Dame quarterback Riley Leonard. He led the Irish to a national championship game last year, so you'd expect some good QB play. And right on cue, beautiful pass from Trey Garner to Fisher Southall. He's down right around the JC5, and then the Pirates punch in the scores. Nick Roncesvalles is tackled forward into the end zone for 6. Fairhope takes a 14-0 lead. The Jets and Pirates trade punts on the next 2 drives, and the Jets take a shot. Under 30 seconds left in the first half. Matthew Evers thinks about running, sets his feet, fires a bullet, middle of the field. Alex Lively, consider that busted coverage right there. Touchdown Jets. They go into the locker room down by just 1 touchdown, actually tied the game in the third quarter, but now it is 3 straight years that James Clemens' season ends in the first round of the state playoffs. Fairhope eliminates JCHS 31-21. The Pirates will play Central Phoenix City next week.
Hoover is out of the first round?
Yeah, they're done.
Wow.
That's it.
That is interesting. Here's some other scores from around the way. Austin going down to the Mobile area. They fall to Mary Montgomery 45-7. They will take on Thompson, who beat Carver High School from out of Montgomery. One more game.
One more chance for 7A out of North Alabama.
In the Mobile area, Florence taking a trip way down south the Gulf Coast to take on Baker High School. I've got a couple of cousins who actually go to Baker and the surrounding areas. Hornets will strike first. Katori Marion catches the slant like Jerry Rice, and then he is off to the races, 75 yards for a touchdown, and all of a sudden, Baker's already on top, 7-0. But guess what? Florence would answer. Jimmy McDonald keeping a pass across the middle, and he is going to be off to the races. He fights off a defender, and apparently fumbled the ball at the 2-yard line, rolled over and got it in for the end zone, so we're tied at 7. But not to be outdone is Baker. The Hornets throw a 30-yard TD pass once again to Katori Marion, and Baker now leads 14-7 down on the western portion of Mobile. More from Baker, up 17-7. They hand it off to Jalen Wheeler, and his nickname is Speedy. And the man they call Speedy takes it 80 yards for a touchdown. 24-7. Baker out in front over Florence. Let's check out your final from South Alabama as Baker goes on to eliminate Florence by a final of 38-14. So next week they will take on Opelika. All right, Nick and I will wrap up the show after this final break.
You know those commercials that show the perfect closet, the one that makes all your friends jealous? Closets by Design made that affordable for me.
Take 40% off plus an extra 15% off. Call 1-800-BY-DESIGN or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models. We are professional grade.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. When you use Uber or Lyft, you're taking a gamble. You have no idea who that driver is. Were they paying attention to their phone or GPS and not the road? Injured in an Uber or Lyft accident, you could have a big case. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
You know those commercials that show the perfect closet, the one that makes all your friends jealous? Closets by Design made that affordable for me.
Take 40% off plus an extra 15% off. Call 1-800-BY-DESIGN or visit closetsbydesign.com.
First Down Friday Night is sponsored by Publix.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. We ran through all of our scores and our highlights from a busy week 1 of the high school football playoffs. Nick and I are going to break down what things look like next week for round 2. We'll start off in Class 2A. Pisgah's going to be at home. They take on Vinemount. Red Bay is also going to be at home. They'll take on Southeastern. Lexington, they'll hit the road to take on Coosa Christian.
Meanwhile, in 3A, Mars Hill will be home versus Winfield. Geraldine earning another home game, taking on Westbrook Christian, while Fife will have to go on the road to Piedmont. Colbert County also going on the road. They will play Gordo. All
right, let's go to Class 4A. Coach Drew Phillips and West Morgan, they'll be at home taking on Good Hope. Also, Plainview, they'll be at home taking on those Valley Cubs of Alexandria. Madison Academy, they're going to be some road warriors. They hit the road to take on Anniston, and Deschler will hit the road to take on Hamilton.
5A, a lot fewer teams out of the Tennessee Valley that advanced tonight. Jacksonville, of course, is not one of our viewing area teams. Sorry, I just saw them off the top of my screen here. But Scottsboro is one of those teams. They will take on St. Clair County. Priceville, like we said, big upset this week, taking down Guntersville. They will play Moody. Meanwhile, Russellville will play Leeds. They're obviously going to go to Buc-ee's. So,
yeah, you got to go to Buc-ee's.
It's a win either way for Russellville. So, congratulations to them. And then 1A, 7A, once again, we have no teams that advanced. Woodville did not advance. And for the 7th year in a row, now 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 7 years in a row, we have failed to have a 7A team advance out of North Alabama.
And real quick, Muscle Shoals in 6A, Fort Payne in 6A, and Hartselle, they'll travel to Homewood.
All right.
All right.
We're going to have another show.
Yeah,
we got plenty of teams.
Indeed. For Nick Kuzma and the entire crew, I'm Mo Carter. Have yourself a great night, a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday.